Merry Christmas, everyone. I thought today it would be fun to bring Chris on and he can share with us some of his favorite gifts that I have given him, and hopefully it will help you to find some gifts for your husband or your father-in-law, brother, any of the men in your life. And I guess not all of these gifts are gifts that I have given him, but they are things that he uses all the time and loves dearly. And so hopefully this is helpful for y'all. So the first thing we're going to start off with is his pocket knife.
My pocket knife. This is a Civivi knife, and it's a newer knife company, but they also sell all of their stuff on Amazon, and they are really high quality considering the price point. I think this was like $40 or
Yeah,
under
I
that.
don't think it was that much
And
for what you get.
incredibly sharp knife, stays sharp. This is my everyday kind of carry in my pocket, and our boys don't let me leave the house without it. They're like, Dad, you got your pocket knife? So this has been a trusty one. Yeah.
So I gifted these to Chris. I don't even remember, maybe Father's Day or something.
Yeah, probably.
But it's this whiskey glass. It's really sturdy, really heavy, and it comes with this lid that you can see it like goes down in the glass. Let me see if I can get it out. Like this. And what you do is that you put it down in it, and then it has this little hole right here where you fill up with water, put it in the freezer, and then you have half of a glass of ice to pour whiskey over.
Yep. And it stays stuck to the glass, so
okay. Is that a
for
good thing?
a while at least.
Yeah.
And so that way you can drink and the ice isn't moving around, and you just get whiskey.
Until it dislodges.
Till it
and it's
dislodges.
all in
Yeah.
your face.
Well, hopefully you drink it fast enough.
Yeah. Continuing on the drink train, this has been a favorite for both Chris and I. Let's see, it was my brother and sister-in-law, I think, that suggested that we try it.
Mm-hmm.
We were using French press before, and they were like, it'll taste better. We're not big coffee, like,
Connoisseurs.
yes, yeah. But we do enjoy coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And so they were like, you have to try it, Chemex. So we tried it. We love it. It's what we use every single day. We also found this, which is very handy. So it turns out normal like paper filters for the Chemex you can't just find them like at the normal grocery store for whatever reason. So we were always running out of the paper ones, and then like, oh, we have to make a special trip to this special coffee shop that has the Chemex filters.
And they cost an arm and a leg compared to like normal
Do they?
paper filters. Yeah, they're like 2 or 3 times more expensive.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah.
So we found this on Amazon. I will link everything down below. I don't know what you call this guy.
Just a copper
other
filter.
than just,
yeah.
There you go. But it's very handy. We just rinse it out, pop it in the dishwasher when it needs washed, and it filters really well. There's never any like soot that comes through it, because I think it's like double walled or whatever.
Yeah, it's great.
It filters really good. So if you have a coffee loving guy in your life and he is not using a Chemex yet, and he is a patient with his coffee, which actually Chris had to kind of learn the art of being okay with not waking up and drinking a cup of coffee right away.
Because I used to be the guy that would set the coffee pot and it's like ready when I wake up. And as a fitness guy, I learned that that's not the best way to drink your coffee. And so I had to learn to slow down.
Yeah. So anyways, this is great.
And that goes along with my also everyday carry. You can see how worn and destroyed this thing is. This is probably going on 6 years or 7 years with this coffee mug, and this is a game changer for me. I fill this up a couple times a day. Keeps my coffee warm. If you guys are familiar with Yeti, you know how amazing they are. And this thing is basically indestructible, and so it's been such a trusty blessing for me when I work.
Next, what we're going to share is Chris wears this ring that he loves, and it's called an Aura ring. And if you've been around any kind of health, fitness, anything in the last, I don't know, year or two, that they've really become popular,
Yeah, a few years at least, maybe 4 or 5. Yeah.
Then you might be familiar with these. But
Yeah.
there's just a wearable ring. It looks like just a nice ring,
Yep.
but it has like little sensors on the inside that track sleep, heart rate, your temperature. What else?
Your pulse oximeter, so like your blood oxygen level,
Your activity
heart
throughout
rate
the day.
variability, steps. Yeah, it gives you a complete workup of all of your recovery scores and everything. So if you're a fitness person and you want to know how you're sleeping, you want to know how your workouts are affecting you the next day, like everything is tracked by this ring. It's pretty amazing. And I was previously a Whoop user. If you look up Whoop, WHOOP. I started with that probably 6 years ago, and it's like a band around the wrist and all that stuff. Does almost all the same things, but I found the ring was just much more appealing after a while because I didn't have to wear an extra kind of bulky bracelet around my wrist all the time. So.
And we actually liked that you could turn it on airplane mode.
Yeah, you can turn it on airplane mode.
We have like a little home EMF reader, and so we were testing everything, and some things, even on airplane mode, were still emitting. This was nothing.
Yeah,
so
it's amazing.
That is also helpful for sleep, that it's not emitting anything.
And it weighs basically nothing, but the exterior is all titanium. And so even though like this has a kind of a cool like stealth polish on it, a black finish, and it will scratch, but it will not break. This thing is like indestructible, which is amazing.
Very helpful. So he also has a watch that tracks things, and I'm like, how many things do you need to track all your things? But he loves
a few more
to track all the things. So this watch is a Garmin.
This is, it's hard to see it, but this is a Garmin Forerunner 965. And
we'll link it down below because I wouldn't remember it.
This is basically doing all of the best things that an Apple Watch does without all of the annoying distractions of Apple apps being on your wrist. And so, sorry for those of you guys who love Apple Watches and having all of your stuff at your fingertips. I find that it's impossible to work if my hand is blowing up all day with notifications.
Nobody wants
and
that.
So, but this also has been great as an endurance athlete and as a athlete in general, just for being able to track absolutely everything. It runs all of my training programs and everything. So when I do my Spartan races, this is running the whole time, and I can basically track every metric you would want to know as you're running a long race and everything.
When we go hiking, he likes to track how long, like the distance of the hike. Does it track the elevation of the hike too?
It's got altimeter, a barometer, all the stuff. So it's pretty cool.
So if you have an outdoorsy guy, this might be your gift for him.
Yep.
Also, if you have, I don't know, is cigar smoking, is that like an outdoorsy guy thing? Or is it just a guy thing?
I think it's just some guys.
Yeah.
The real.
Okay, so hold on, let's show them the outside first.
Okay.
So I got this for Chris Father's Day this year? Last year?
Yeah, 24, yeah.
This is a
humidor.
What did it used to be?
This is a 50 cal ammo can.
And they changed it to be a humidor. So it's like a little case that keeps your cigars at the right humidity and temperature. So on the inside it has a little magnetic, what is this called? Something meter. It's a little meter.
Yeah, it's checking the humidity level.
Checks the humidity level, and it's just clicks right onto there.
Yep.
And then the inside of the box is really cool. They have it lined with wood. It smells so good. And then he can just put all of his cigar things, tobacco things in there, and it keeps them fresh and whatever else.
Yeah, and what's amazing, I found out from a professional cigar guy that we actually don't need the humidity gauge.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a nice addition, but when you have a box like this, it's completely sealed. It has a rubber seal, so it encloses the cigars and it keeps them at the humidity level that you want them at. So that's a
nice.
Yeah, it's better than most humidors, which are just wooden boxes that open and shut, and that's when you do need humidity control to be much more dialed in. And so this has been an amazing gift.
Yeah, and my hope with it too was that it could be something that maybe Chris could pass down to a grandchild or great grandchild at some point.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's like a cool long-term legacy type of thing. Back to more liquids. This guy, which is full of water right now, so it's very heavy. I don't. How many
64
gallons?
ounces.
64
It's a half gallon.
ounces. Chris drinks a lot of water, but if he doesn't have something like this, he will forget to drink the lot of water that he needs to drink. So he kept saying like, I need like a jug. You wanted like a water jug.
Yeah,
like a milk jug, right?
Years ago, I used to carry around milk jug type,
Yeah.
like water jugs, and drinking out of plastic is no bueno. And
Yeah.
so I was like, do they make a metal gallon jug that I could just have one a day, you know?
And he found it.
I
At
found
least
the
a
half gallon. Yeah.
which is plenty big enough. So, again, an athlete, outdoorsy kind of guy, this would be
Yep.
really great for. It's so handy, and it's, again, something that he uses every single day.
Well, and I sit at a desk 8 hours a day when I'm not exercising, and
Yeah.
so if I like to work, and so I will rarely get up and get more water
He'll
if
just forget.
if I don't have it. So
So that is very handy. What else do we have? This guy.
this is
Chris will tell you about what this is.
so this is designed to annoy your wife
No,
and
it
to
actually
massage
feels
her.
very nice.
This is a percussion massage gun. It has all sorts of different settings. These guys come out, and there's all sorts of different attachments that you can throw in there. I mean, some of these I'm like, I don't even know what that is for.
I bet it's for down your spine.
Oh yeah,
Right?
good thinking. Yeah, maybe you could try that for me. And
Yeah.
give me a nice. But it's got all the attachments. I use this mostly for recovery after or before big events, and it really helps loosen up. It's like the poor man's deep tissue massage. So if you don't have time or don't want to spend $150 getting a deep tissue massage, I think this thing was like $75 or something like that at Costco like 2 years ago. This one is Sharper Image. There's a million different brands. And I would say that
I found a Sharper Image one on Amazon that I can link because I don't think that Costco carries this one anymore.
yeah, I haven't seen it.
But I think Sharper Image is supposed to be like a good, decent brand for this
Yeah,
product,
it's
right?
been great.
And the boys love using it on Chris too, or on themselves,
Yeah.
which is always fun. Anything else?
I think that was it. I think that's all of our gifts.
That is all of our gifts, y'all. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. If this was helpful, let me know down below. If you decide to get something from our list, let me know too. It's always fun to just hear how these videos are maybe helpful for you. So hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.